All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Devin Spratt. This is Theodore Tona and Robert Smithers, and today we are going to present to you our project on world hunger. So, world hunger affects mostly Africa and Asia, specifically the third world countries in it. Hundreds of thousands of young children per day are starving, and in many cases to death. Through droughts, natural disasters, and war, these kids have little to no hope to recover their hardship. However, there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
So specifically in the war-torn countries of Africa, there have been food shortages for years. Drought, conflict, poverty, and economic instability have all attributed to this hunger within these countries. The impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic have also significantly worsened the situation. When the drought season begins in Africa, there are months with no water. Eventually, once monsoon season begins, only so much water is absorbed into the ground. This leads to a recurring cycle of not having enough time to recover the land properly. During the rainy season, 60% of the roads are inaccessible due to the amount of water filling the area, causing less transportation of foods and leading to even more instability. Unfortunately, these countries in Africa either end up with too much rain or too little. So here's two graphs. One's describing the amount of people worldwide that are undernourished, and then the other one showing malnutrition in children. In the first graph, we can see that by the year 2000, there was about 15% of the world population was struggling with world hunger, but as of 2018, that number has downgraded to 10.8%, but it is seen to potentially come back up on the rise. In the other graph, we have all the regions of malnutrition in children, and we have usually in third world countries, highly in South Asia, and mostly Africa countries as well.
So on average, a child dies of starvation every 10 seconds. 1 in 9 people also go to bed hungry every night. Here are 2 quotes that I got from the World Counts website. Of the 822 million malnourished people in the world, 113 million face acute hunger, meaning they're in urgent need of food and nutrients. And in sub-Saharan Africa, 1 in 3 children experience stunted growth because they do not get enough food or vitamins.
All right, so what exactly is being done to address this issue? There have been 92.9 million meals have been given out worldwide to people in need. More than 200,000 severely malnourished children have survived thanks to these meals. In the United States, nearly 150,000 Americans have been fed by food pantries. Over 800,000 pounds of food have been donated during this COVID-19 pandemic so far. 35,000 families and 80,000 children have been helped so far throughout, so thanks to these donations. Additionally, these are some links to help.
So what has the United States done to help with this issue? Well, U.S. farmers could provide food for struggling countries in order to lower the rates of hunger. They could also volunteer agencies such as U.S. Peace Corps, which can devote time and resources to assisting these countries and their malnutrition issues. U.S. funded agencies can and do help to provide food, transportation, and distribution.
So in conclusion, world hunger is one of the biggest issues facing the world today, which is also very fixable. The United States alone produces enough food to end world hunger, and with minor contributions from countries worldwide, we would be able to combat world hunger. With high hopes and through great generosity, we believe that we will be able to end